Hi there, my name is Rebecca Devitt and today we're going to be talking about the My Father's World homeschooling curriculum. Okay, so this is an exciting part of your journey. You've just done perhaps a homeschooling methods quiz and you found out that you are an eclectic homeschooler. You love the classical method, you love the Charlotte Mason method, and you love the unit studies method. But what are we to do? Which curriculum are we to choose? The good news is that the My Father's World curriculum incorporates all of those homeschooling methods, and so you get all of that in one curriculum. But does it work? I think it does. And I say this because I've looked at many homeschool reviews of this curriculum and I've been really impressed with the amount of positive feedback I've seen in it. I wrote a really positive article, so you might be either watching this in YouTube or you might be watching on my website, and you can see how positive that is. Now, I am not an affiliate and that is very good to know, but I love this curriculum. Another thing to note about this curriculum is that it is a Christian curriculum, and so they aim to incorporate Christian ideas throughout the whole program, which I think is really neat and will also be a very important factor to consider whether you're a Christian or a non-Christian as well. But what makes My Father's World unique? There were 10 things they listed on their website as making it unique. The first one is that it integrates Bible concepts into all subjects, so subjects are not studied without reference to God. Now, this is Charlotte Mason's principle number 20, is that everything should be pointing towards God in subjects, and that so-called secular subjects and religious subjects shouldn't, the secular ones shouldn't have an absence of God in them, and the religious ones certainly shouldn't have an absence of God in them. It also encourages Dad to get involved in lessons and do the devotions each day, and so it's not just Mum or the primary caretaker looking after the children and teaching them, but Dad is intricately involved too, and I think that's really neat and important for a homeschool. Also, if you have multiple children, you will like this program because of its unit studies component, which means that it gives you the ability to teach multiple children at the same time on slightly different levels. Because of its hands-on component, children learn more because they're learning with their hands. Again, this is the unit studies methodology that's coming in. They also include living books and wholesome classical literature in the program. This means that your children are learning off amazing, rich texts which will teach them amazing language but also good concepts and good habits. Compared to other curriculum, this program takes a relatively short time to complete. Children are not sitting down all day doing their work, and I really like that. It's a really important part of Charlotte Mason homeschooling. Again, there's that influence coming through from Charlotte Mason, is that you want the lessons to be shorter and sharper. You want children to pay attention for the short amount of time they're going to spend doing their lessons. Another point is that it's pretty cheap. They say that you can do this curriculum on about $2 a day, which I think is pretty fair. I like that lessons are also pre-planned, so you don't need to reinvent the wheel, making your own eclectic curriculum, which sounds like a lot of fun, but is a huge amount of work. You have it all there for you, which I think is pretty neat. There's also a big focus on character development and habit training, again, which is a Charlotte Mason influence coming in. Something I particularly like about this curriculum is that the proceeds that come to it, they give a lot of that to world missions, and that's really nice to know that your dollars are not only going to My Father's World curriculum staff and developing the curriculum, but it's also going to support something you really believe in, which is Christian mission. But is My Father's World paper-based or online? That's a big question. Well, it is paper-based, and I think that's a great thing because it gets children away from the computer, away from looking at the computer all day, and gets them looking at paper, and I think that's really healthy. How much does My Father's World cost? Well, you can get a preschool curriculum for $330 and their Year 12 curriculum costs just upwards of $400. If you're a homeschooling parent who isn't in America, it's important to note that the history section is mainly American history. So if you are in Australia, such as a person like myself, you'll have to supplement that with your own country's Australian course. My sister-in-law is wondering about the Australian history subjects that might be available from different providers because she's not an American homeschooler and she wants to have a history that comes from her own country. But of course you want to try before you buy, and that's okay. There are samples that you can get off the My Father's World curriculum that show you a little bit about the course, so you get a bit of a feel for it before you buy it, which I think is really neat. So why not give it a shot? My Father's World looks like a great Christian eclectic homeschooling program, and from the reviews I've seen, I think that it's definitely a program I'm going to consider using in my homeschool. I hope you've really enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.